What is up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Now, you're probably wondering to yourself, why the heck is he opening a box in a game or video about games that made me want to try something new? Or why you shouldn't be afraid of trying something new yourself? And the reason for opening the box is this, or what's in this box, kind of epitomizes my argument. I have been on a binge lately of trying new things. And within that line, I have been wanting to try this Persona 5 Royal. Now, why Persona 5 Royal? What's so special about that, and why is that different? And the answer isn't as simple as you might think. The answer isn't because I just want to play a JRPG because I've played them before. The answer is I actually haven't. I haven't been playing JRPGs. And that makes me want to play them. But why? So, I've been going on for a while now, playing games that I wouldn't generally go out and play. I am the type of gamer that likes to play story-driven narrative linear games like The Last of Us, like Uncharted, or I like a big open world action RPG, something like The Witcher 3. And recently, I have changed my mind. I want to try genres that I am not actively playing. I think experiencing all the genres allows you to more freely engage in any game without being afraid of the consequences. Or maybe you don't like them. Maybe that is the consequence of playing a new game. But you don't have to go out and buy a brand new game to try new things at the moment. If you have something like PlayStation Plus or Xbox Live, Xbox Game Pass, you have the opportunity to play games and try them without the risk of purchasing a new game. Excuse me while I open this. So, why try new games? Well, I tried new games starting last year. Something that I didn't ever think I was going to play. Ended up playing it, and it became easily one of my most favorite games ever. And that game is Hades. Now, for those of you who don't know, Hades is a top-down isometric game where it's a roguelite. And I don't like roguelites. I actually don't like games where you don't get to keep everything that you've progressed through the story with. Until I played Hades. And now I love them. I love Hades. And it's given me the motivation and the poise to, first of all, not only try roguelites or roguelikes, but to try new games entirely. Games that I never in my life thought I would want to play or want to try play. And that leads me to the next game that I tried playing, which ties into this whole thing, and that is Dark Souls. The most daunting of tasks, a From Software game. These games are notorious for how difficult they are, and yet I love it. Dark Souls is a game that's been featured on the channel over the past couple of weeks that has really transformed my perspective of not only the Dark Souls and From Software games, but my whole perspective of trying new things. I didn't ever want to try new things because I was comfortable in the little bubble that I was living in. Now, there's nothing wrong with the games that I was playing. I still love them. I mean, The Last of Us is still going to be one of my favorite games of all time. And The Witcher 3 is my favorite game of all time. But Dark Souls is changing that narrative in a way that I never expected. Dark Souls is all about the world building and how you learn from the world, and the combat and the gameplay is center stage here. And that has made me so much more, or given me so much more courage to go out and try other new games, of which next will probably be Alan Wake. Now, you can see it's still sealed. I haven't played it yet, but I don't do horror games. I don't like horror games, but this comes highly recommended from one of my mates on Instagram, and he's also on YouTube, that freaking geek. So I decided, after gaining the confidence from playing something like Dark Souls, that, well, maybe I should try it. Maybe I should try play Alan Wake. Maybe it won't be so daunting. We'll find out afterwards. But what I am here to tell you is that you don't have to go out and purchase new games to try them out and have that risk factor involved. We have so many subscription based services that are available to us that allow us to try games. And if we don't like them, we don't have to worry about it. We can just uninstall the game and move on with our lives. But I'm here to say, don't be afraid of trying new games. Please go out, get new games, use PlayStation Plus or Xbox Game Pass and play new games that you wouldn't normally play. Games are meant to be played, and the worlds that you can find yourself in are magical. So don't be stuck in your ways and don't be scared of trying something new, because that fear has held me back from trying what is arguably one of the best games of all time in Dark Souls. And who knows, maybe these two games are also going to find themselves on my list of best games ever. So, in essence, all that I'm really trying to say is go out, try new things, especially in gaming. Gaming is such a safe place. We have our systems. We don't have to go out and jump off of a cliff, and we don't have to jump out of a plane to go skydiving. We can sit on our comfortable couch or in our chairs, play our games, but we can still experience new types of games. Experiencing new types of games is actually so joyous because you have new experiences that you never knew you actually wanted to have. Dark Souls is the embodiment of that for me. I never knew how much I would love Dark Souls, and yet on the channel, if you click in this one over here, the little you'll see that I've done quite a few videos on Dark Souls, and I love it. I love every second that I'm in that world. It is easily becoming one of my favorite games ever. And that confidence that started off with Hades, grew into Dark Souls, and now is progressing into horror games and proper JRPGs is something that I am excited for. I'm excited to try these new things. I don't want to be confined into my little bubble and not play games that are actually fantastic. So, if you didn't have enough reason before, let this be your sign. Go out, try that game that you're scared to try, and play it. I guarantee you that it's either going to surprise you in a good way, or if you don't enjoy it, no harm, no foul. Especially if you're playing on a service like PlayStation Plus or Xbox Game Pass. So please, do not be afraid of trying new things within gaming, because there are so many things that are there and so many genres that are there to be explored. So many genres that show you different ways of playing. I mean, JRPGs are turn-based. Dark Souls is completely combat focused. Hades, you lose everything if you die. There's so many different things to do in games that always playing the same type of games can be stale. So, in essence, what I'm trying to say is just don't be afraid. I think I've repeated myself so often, but I really want to get that message across. Go out and try new things. Gaming is there to bring us joy and to bring us a lot of things that sometimes you can't find in real life. So please, go and try new things. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe, stay tuned for more, and let me know what games you think I should try, especially if you haven't seen them in any of my videos. Make sure you show me what games I should be playing and what genres I should explore next. Anyways, I'll check you in the next video.